All right, ladies and gentlemen, we back on the set, and we doing our best to make it right. You understand me? The title is up there right now, and it says, host international red guest Beverly Hodge O'Davi, my beautiful Queen Beverly, and the name of the show today is Appreciation. And that's why, and the reason why we named the show Appreciation is simply because people have to appreciate, you have to appreciate someone. If you don't appreciate them, then they may not be with you long, because people want to be appreciated, people want to be wanted. That's one of the things people got to realize, is that people want to be appreciated and people want to be wanted. And that's one of the things we have to realize, that people want that in their life. You understand?
Yes.
And that's why my queen, and we've been together 4 years, and we had 4 beautiful years together. Not just years, and we grow and we get better and better each and every day, and we appreciate each other more and more every day.
Yes,
we look after each other. You see, we match as we're heart attached. We dress as we're blessed. We look out for each other. We show appreciation by doing things for each other, buying each other things. I buy her stuff, she buys me things. And then we also show appreciation by saying, I appreciate you so much. She always tells me that, how much she appreciates me. And I keep doing things for her because I appreciate her. You know, and that's how it is. You have to show appreciation to the ones that you're with and the ones that you care for. Even if it's friends, even friendship.
Yes.
You have to show appreciation for your friends. You have friends and they don't show appreciation, and you do things for them and they don't do things for you, then there's a reason why they're not doing things back to you when you do it to them. If it's one-sided, it ain't going to work. It's something about them that they do not care about you to that extent. And you may be overdoing it with them, and they're not showing you that they appreciate you. So what you have to do is you have to have a talk with them so you don't be made a fool out of, because sometimes if you don't talk to the people and you keep doing it, that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking advantage of you, making a fool out of you because you're a nice person, you're a giving person, and you show that you appreciate them just by them being around you, even though they may not do nothing for you as far as giving you things. But just by them being there for you, advising you, or whatever they do, that might be all they do. But let them realize that you appreciate them for what they do, and if they don't appreciate you for what you do, then you need to have a talk and talk with them and realize why when I buy this or do that and I'll take you here or take you there and you never take me there, you never take me nowhere. You know, it's a difference if somebody don't have the money. I got friends don't have no money, but they're there for me. I know they're right there in my corner. They do the best they can to show and do what they do when they do what they do. They're there for me when I go to the hospital. They're there for me when I have a party or whatever. They're there, and when I have a sobriety thing in the park, they're there. These are my friends. It's Friday. I'm going to give you a shout out. They're there. They don't have no money, but they do what they do. That's show up. It don't cost money to show up. When you're in the hospital, you don't have to bring nothing. Just show up. When you have an event, just show up. If you don't have the money, tell the people, I don't have any money, but I came. And then, hey, I appreciate that. If I got money, I'll pay for the cab or whatever it is you came in there in. The fact is, you showed your love and appreciation by showing up. You got some people that never show up, always have an excuse when it comes to something that you have going on. And there's no reason for them not to show up because they have the time and they have the effort to show up. Sometimes people they're shy and they don't like being around people. There's different reasons why people don't come show up. But if you have those type of problems, you talk to your friend or whoever it is that you're involved with as a friend or whatever, an associate, whatever the situation is you're dealing with them. Let them know, I can't go, man. You know, I'm like this. I don't like being around people. Or I don't like those certain people that's going to be over there. Let them know that, and then they understand. But just not showing up and not having no excuse, that's not good. You know, because the other person says, well, he's never there. And then I got another friend. He was a friend. I don't consider him a friend no more. He always would say he's going to show up. He had me waiting for him, taking me to funerals and taking me to different places I always go, because at one time he used to always be dependable about that. We'd go to places, different things. But it got, in the recent years where it wasn't happening. And I didn't really need him. I was just trying to keep the man in my life as a friend. to do that because I got a queen. She got caught. I could ride with her. I could have said, baby, I need to be here. And she'd have been there like that because I can depend on her because she appreciates me and I appreciate her. But you try to give your friends a chance. If you know, for some reason you try because as you get older, you have less friends and you have less associates. The older you get, the less friends you have because they die off. They get older, they venture off. People move on and go on, and because they have their families, their grandchildren, or their daughters, and they be around them. So people venture off, and then you have other people that venture off that, for whatever reasons, you know. Some of them are sick and they in a nursing home. Seen a lady yesterday and she came to my party, and I appreciate her, and I didn't even know her, but I always, you know, give her a shout out and told her about. She was there now. I didn't even know her, Rosie. I didn't know Rosie. Shout out to Rosie, but I knew Tina terrific. Because I didn't think she was terrific when I first heard her name, but then when she showed up to my party and gave me a gift, she was terrific. Then I knew I gave it. I reinforced that name. I couldn't
so
figure.
you're talking about Rosie?
Rosie, we seen her yesterday.
Royal Rosie.
Royal Rosie came to my party and everything, and I didn't even know her. I met her at the party, but she came with Tina, and it was her friends. They didn't really know me. They came to support her and me. That's what you call people that appreciate. They appreciate her, and by me being in her life, they appreciate me. That's the way things are supposed to be. You're supposed to show appreciation to friends, family, whoever it is that you're involved with. That's just like me. I got family. I do the best I can, so I don't feel bad. I support them. I go to their parties. When they call, I give them money. I do what I can, right? When I can, I do it. They don't have to do it back to me, but at least show your appreciation. Call me and let me know when I call you on Christmas. I call you Thanksgiving, call me back and say how hi, it's nice to hear. I know you call, you know, do that. A call doesn't cost anything. Just call. Show them that you love them. When they call you, call them back. That's all I ask. If I call you 2 or 3 holidays in a row and you don't call me at all, then I'm through. I'm through. I was just talking to her yesterday about a family member of mine that I tried to support because she talked all that talk about this and that. But actions speak louder than words. That's why I tell people, you do all that talking, it don't mean much to me because it's what you do, how you show. That's why the name of the show is Appreciation. You have to show appreciation. You don't say, oh, I appreciate you. You can say it, but it goes by your actions. You understand? By the things you do. Like my queen shows me appreciation every day, all day. Besides saying it, she shows it. And I show it right back at her. I show her appreciation.
Yes, he does.
And this is what you have to do. If you're in a relationship and you want that relationship to work and you're involved, you do for them and they do for you, and you show appreciation. You know, because appreciation makes things work. Mm-hmm. You know, because you take people for granted, it's no good. You know, you have people in relationships and they don't, they you know, whether they know it or not, they might take people for granted, and that's bad. You take them for granted, you don't show appreciation, and you might have been together for years. I was listening to this couple the other day. They had a 40-year anniversary, and the daughter was saying, I want to be like my parents. You know, she was impressed by her parents, the way they showed love. She said, the way they are toward each other, they're the first on the dance floor, and they're the last to leave the dance floor. And she said they giggle and be in a corner smiling and laughing and talking with each other like they did when they first got together. And that impressed people by the way the parents act toward each other. Mm-hmm. You had other parents fussing and arguing and fighting in front of their children. And that's why the kids be the way they are. They don't have love because love is not shown to them. I'm fortunate that I had a beautiful, loving parents that showed love toward each other. My father, he appreciated my mother. He always bought her stuff. That's why I got buying things for my queen. I always want to buy things. I want her to look good. I want to look good with her. We want to look good together. I do that. But my father was doing that to my mother. And I got it from him because I knew what a good relationship was. It was my mother and father, and he called her queen. Mm-hmm. She didn't necessarily call him king, but she called him her man, her husband, and her everything. And she would tell people, my husband bought me this. She would always tell people that. My husband bought this. He went to Japan, and he'd come back from trips on the ship. He would buy my mother something all the time, different things. He bought her this, he bought her that. He'd always buy stuff. And I picked that up, and I tried to incorporate that in my life. But the only woman that other than my wife, and I only been married once, she appreciated things when I did, but I wasn't appreciating her like I should have and doing what I should because I was, like I said, I was young and didn't have it right at the time. But when I got older and I experienced being with different women and how they didn't appreciate things I did, I would do things. Like when I was in Las Vegas, bought a lady a Fox coat, used to buy her clothes, and she would get mad when I bought her clothes. And she'd think she'd be wanting the money instead of me buying her clothes. I said, no, I bought you a Fox coat because I wanted you to look good in the Fox because that's nice. You go up, you look good, you got a coat on, you look nice. It's classy and it's thing. No, I didn't find out that she was a gambler. She had a habit of gambling. I'd give her money. When I did give her money, she would go to the casino and gamble. You know? And that was when she left, I was so happy. I was happy that I left because I was trying to be like my cousin and her old man. I wanted to be able to have a woman like they had a couple. So I was rushing to get in a relationship. Then after that didn't work, I said, you know what? I said, I'm going to be by myself and be happy being by myself because at least I know how to treat myself. I know how to treat myself, and then the right woman come along and it'll happen. But I got to the point to where it didn't work. And then when I was in Fresno with Silky, he introduced me to this woman. She was very beautiful and all that. She was a Jehovah's Witness. And when we get together, she would start talking to me, to her mother and everybody, talking about me. And then, not in a bad way, but just, telling our business. I said, that's not good. Because the church, you're supposed to be married or be whatever before you be together. You're supposed to be like that. So don't be telling the church all your business. She would tell her everything, and then she'd come back and say, oh, we can't be together. We can't do this because the church said this. I said, well, okay. And then she'd come running back all around me talking about, see, back and forth. You got to be dedicated. You got to be up at a certain level. So she didn't appreciate me for what I was because her friend was trying to get at me at her house, and I told her, your friend is no good. She didn't listen to me. She said, oh, what are you talking about? This? I said, no, your friend, I told her this. Her friend was telling me she wasn't the one. I should be talking to her because she's crazy. And she talked about her, and I told her, your friend is no good. She didn't listen to what I said. She listened to what her friend said. Right? See, friends, sometimes when you let your friends in your business, they hate, they're jealous because you got a good man. And they don't want you to be with them because you two could be, Everybody wants to be happy and want to be with someone. So you got to realize there's people that's jealous and hate on you. So you don't let them know all your details and all your business. Like me, I tell people on the show what's happening, like how we have such a beautiful relationship. But I don't go around telling people that because when they don't have no one, they have a tendency to be jealous because they want that. But it don't happen like that. You got to be worthy of accepting the good person in your life. If you're not good, you're not going to get nobody good. The reason why I realized that is that because I had an uncle, I have aunts, and I didn't know at the time because they were the good-looking ones. They were better looking than my father, I thought, because they were taller and everything. But he was the best one, and he had the prettiest woman out of all of them. And everybody was jealous of him, his happiness. And I didn't realize it at the time, but as I got older and smarter, and then I realized it when I stopped drinking. Because he never did stop drinking, but one thing about him, he was able to drink when he wasn't working, and he differentiated the two. He drank when he wasn't working. When he was on the ship, he didn't drink. He took care of business. That's why he's able to keep my mother for over 41 years. They were married until death did him part till he died, and then she stayed by herself 20 years after that till she passed away. And the reason why she did that, I was with her. My sisters were trying to fix her up with these different men. She said, no, if he ain't as good as your daddy, that's I remember them words. If he ain't good like your daddy, I don't want him. I had the best man. She really appreciated him. And I said to myself, that's the kind of man I'm going to be when I get a woman like my mother. I had to get a woman. And then when I got a woman, this woman right here is the one that came to be like my mother. And you know what? Her mother and my mother's name was Evelyn.
That's right.
So this was a God-sent situation for me to be together anyway.
Yes.
Because I looked high and I looked low, and then I just gave up looking for a woman. And then when I wanted a queen, it was like this. I said, I want me a black woman, a strong black woman, a queen, and I want somebody that I can get along with and be compatible and look good together with. And that's exactly what God brought me. Somebody like to dress and be the best, and I've been looking for 20, 30 years, all my whole life, for that, because I liked it to dress, and I wanted my woman to dress, and it's hard to find somebody that wanted to dress. They wouldn't want to dress. They'd be like this, like my sister. Oh, I don't dress. I dress for a certain occasion, but she used to dress all the time. When me and her were friends, my sister used to dress all the time. We dressed together, and I mean, we dress up like dress up. Now she tells me, "Oh, you overdress to go to where." When I wake up, I'm dressed sharp, and she knows this, and she dresses up sharp. Now she's scared of what the neighbors think and all that. Okay, you can put a cut on how you look. That's because of who she's with. How they know? You're a reflection of who you're with. If you're with someone and they're not uplifting you and giving you hope and giving you spirit, then you're going to break it down because you don't want to. You don't want to. They're not on your level, so you have to break. You have to be look less of who you are, like you dress and did all that. You're dressed down because he's dressed down to try to fit in with him. When you should try to lift him up to dress up to your level, but it don't work. But they're not the ones that should have been together. But that's all right. People be with who they're with, and there's very few that are with the right one, like me and her, or with each other for the right reason. And I never take a day for granted, and I appreciate this woman to the fullest. And she plays for me, and that's why we are together, and we will be together forever because we're gonna be taking care of business. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna be like you see the way we look like this every time we're together. This ain't just for the show. We had on black and gold yesterday. You know, we dress every day as we're blessed. We match as we're heart attached. That's what we do, you understand? And the whole thing about it is that you have to love yourself first. That's the first thing you have to do. If you love yourself, you're going to think and you're going to do better for yourself.
Yes.
And that's what a lot of people don't realize. You know, if you're by yourself by choice, it's okay, because that's what I was. I was by myself by choice, and I didn't know if I was ever going to find the right one. But I was happy by myself first because I was dressing up, looking good, and I knew, hey, it wasn't a matter of being with women. That wasn't the point. The point was I wanted just one right woman, one good woman. You understand? And I knew it was going to happen because when I was with my friend, I'm like this. I appreciate people that I see in love and people that respect each other. People have that relationship that I would want. I don't say, oh man, and hate on them. No, I had a friend that did that. He never got a good woman because he would hate on all these good people that were together and that had a relationship. I said, no, man, that's what I want. I'm not going to hate on something I want because I don't have it. But I know that's what I want. If you know what you want, then you can go toward getting it. If you don't even know what you want and you see something that's good and you say, oh man, and talk about those people, and because you hating on them because they found each other. Don't do that because God ain't going to bless you with nothing good if you don't appreciate goodness in other people. You know, when you see that in other people, then He'll bring it to you. I'm telling you, I swear, I put man on the Bible. I seen my friend. This was a year before I even met this woman. And I knew I wanted a queen. You understand? But I knew I wanted a queen when he had a queen and she called him king. On the phone, I heard her say, my king, my king. And he said, my queen. I never heard nobody say that to each other like that. Right? And I wanted that so much. I said, you know what? That'd be so much if I had it. That'd be everything to me. If I had a black woman call me queen, king and queen. And that's when people were just getting into the king and queen thing. Black people just getting into it, right? So I wasn't really fully into it. But I heard my father, like I say back in the day, he called my mother queen. And people weren't doing it then. But he was doing it, you understand? And I never thought to myself that I would come up with a woman that called me queen. Because when that happened, I knew that was God's sent.
Call you king.
I mean, call me king.
Not queen.
Call me king. Because I knew that was God sent. Because when I heard my friend, like I said, and I went to his party, his mother, his wife's mother was living at the time, and she was there, and I used to dance with her. And I was, just being me, being a nice, loving person. I wasn't liking her mother or nothing like that because she was older than me. She was like probably close to 80. And I was like in my 60s. But the point of it is I was just being nice and gratiating. And I liked it the way they treated each other.
Good.
That couple, right? And I'm going to give them a shout out. Dollar Bill and his queen, what's her name? Akia. And his queen, you understand?
Uh-huh.
And they're still together and they're doing wonderful things, and they're a positive influence with me, and that's why I say to myself, when you see people in that situation, don't never hate, because if you hate on them, you'll never have what they got, even though you might despise them because they're happy, but you're happy, but you're not happy because you want other things, but you don't appreciate what happiness is, because you have to be happy with yourself first, and then you can be happy with others. But you have to realize that. And that's the same way with friends that hate on you and talk about you and do different things and be jealous of you because you look good. Keep looking good. If you look good and you dress a certain way and you're happy doing it, in spite of what people say, if you wear pink, if you wear fuchsia, if you wear green, if you wear orange, if you like doing that and you don't do it because you say, oh, people be laughing at me. No. Don't worry about what people think. If you happy and you feel good, believe it or not, people will like it for you because they see you happy doing it.
Yes, we get so many compliments.
You get compliments. People
every
compliment,
time.
and they see that you're happy doing it, and you both are doing it together. People really love that, And that's what I don't care if other people do it. Me and her do it, and that's what matters. We dress alike, and we do it because we want to. We don't do it because there's another couple doing it.
And we dress as we're blessed, and we match as we're heart attached.
Tell them how you feel. Tell them what you think about the show today. Appreciation. It is actually your show, and you're the one that appreciates.
Yes.
Everyone in your life. You have a lot of people in your life that you appreciate.
Yes.
And that's why your life is full with happiness and joy, because you always see people on the street and you ask them their name and you give them an adjective that's positive adjective in front of their name. And not only that, you understand me, you would say positive things to them. If they have a little baby boy or a baby girl, you say queen, princess if it's a little girl. If it's a boy, you say little junior king and prince, things like that. That's all good. See, when you have that goodness and you express it, don't tarnish your goodness because other people, you're trying to fit in with other people. When I was younger, I used to do that. I would try to think I was cold and not be nice when I really felt like being nice because I was trying to project the image. That's not no good. I'm old enough now and I know better, and I don't care what people think of me. I do not care what people think of me. I'm living my life, and that's what I do. I don't care. I know a lot of people hate because I do what I do and I say what I say, and I be who I be. Just like me, I go home early. I don't be hanging around with the fellas because that's what I want to do. I go hang around with every now and then. I go see these people, friends of mine. But and see them. But just on occasion, I don't do that all the time because I gotta have time to myself. You know what I'm saying? And I talk to my woman daily, twice a day, when I'm not with her.
Yes, he does. I appreciate that so much.
She appreciates it, and I appreciate it, and I do that nonstop. And when I say I'm calling at 6, I call at 6, not 7, and not 7:30. If I'm calling at 7:30 or 7, I'll say I'll call you at 7 instead of 6, because I'm running. Most of the time when I say that, it's when I'm with someone, like if I'm with my friend. And then we're doing some things, and I'll tell her in advance, and I'll call you later, and I'll do that. That's only like once a week, or maybe something like that when I do it. But I'd be considerate enough to call. I just don't leave nobody wondering. If I don't call and say my phone is not working right or something ain't right, it'd be a reason why. I'm not gonna not just, have you worrying or whatever. I'm gonna be a certain way, and that's the way I'm gonna be, and that's the way I'm predicted to be, and that's the way I'm gonna be. Because I appreciate you, and I'm going to show you consideration as far as being the person I'm going to be and be right with you.
Appreciate you.
How much time we got here? Let's see.
Well,
so tell them about how you feel and what you think.
Yes, and that's why I give people appreciative adjectives for their names.
She does.
Because now he's my King Brilliant Bobby.
Okay, we got 6 minutes, so what do you want to say to the people?
And my son Michael is my Magnificent Michael.
Yeah, she has a name for all of that.
And my little granddaughter, my son's daughter,
Yeah,
Bailey, is beautiful Bailey.
She has one granddaughter, and that's wonderful.
Yes.
But the thing about it is, show appreciation. Whatever you do, show appreciation.
And my exercise class guy, his name is Sam, and he does so many things for us.
Right.
Seniors. I call him Supreme Sam.
That's good. It's good to be active when you get older. Be active. I got to get more focused on my activity. I'm just going through so many pain issues now. Like that.
And I call Muriel Parker Magnificent Muriel because she's always telling us about things to go to, which are things that enhance our lives, and I appreciate that.
That's good. That's good. We went to Michael Jackson because she had told us about it, and it was a great show. And I want to go to more shows and things like that.
Yes.
You know, more things, and I want to get involved with the senior center because the one senior center over here, like I was speaking on, well, it's not the people that used to be there that I felt comfortable with. These new people is not no people. Actually, it's not no black men there. It's like 2 black women, and you know, I'm not trying to get close to them or be around them. I've been going there to that place for a long time, and I don't be around them that much. And I'm really not going to be around them now that I got a queen. So when I go there, I speak to them, and that's it. And they always speak about my queen because she came there, and they met her, and they know we're a perfect combination, and they appreciate that. And they know that I deserve her, and they say all the time, yeah, you got the right one. I knew you had somebody great because the way you always dress and look good and mind your own business, they said that. Because I don't be flirting with people or talking to people. I mind my own business.
Thank you.
And even though it was only, like I said, the 2 black women that's there, and the black men that were there, they all faded out. Some of them passed on, some of them just, just stopped coming to that place for whatever reason. But they didn't like the Asian people. Me, I like the Asian people. The Asian people like me. It's just that I don't like going around them because when you're there, they're all talking in their language. And if there's Americans sitting at your table, you know, speak in a language where we all can hear and understand. They'll get to talk in their language. And I notice people do that all over the place. On the bus, different places, Spanish people talk Spanish. People do. I mean, they do it. Even though we're in America. It's okay, I don't mind, because whatever they're saying, I don't care about hearing it no way. So when I'm talking, I talk American, because that's all I know. But the point I'm saying is, I don't trip, I'm not prejudiced, and I'm not tripping. People that treat me good, I treat them good, and people respect me. All races, all nationalities, right? It's just that the senior center, I would loved it when I went with her senior center, all black. And it was 80% women and it was 20% men. I said, now I'm not single, so I told my friend, I said, man, you need to be going to the senior center to meet women. Because it was some nice quality women at the senior center that Beverly goes to. I told him that, you know, and go on these trips with these people. You know what I mean? And I told him that, but I said, me, myself, I enjoyed the fact that it was all black people. I'm not prejudiced. Black people are strong together, and these people are doing things and going places and enjoying life. You know, you always enjoy life better when you're with your own kind because you have a connection and you have an understanding. That's why I said that I'm going to go to her senior center because I like the way it works out than mine when it comes to trips. And my place don't go on trips no more. They went back in the day before the pandemic. Now they don't even go on trips nowhere. If they go on a trip, it's a bus ride to the library. Well, who wants to ride a bus that you ride in, a street bus? I'm talking about public. I'm not. That's why I stopped going places with them. Who wants to run around with 10 or 15 people on the bus? Like, you know, I don't even do that. Not the bus we was on going to Michael Jackson. It was a bus like you going to New York. It was a big old bus. You feel like you're going somewhere. We didn't do nothing but go across the bridge. But it felt so good because you was on a big bus like you was going to L.A. or somewhere. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what was on. We got 2 minutes, so what do you want to say?
I want to say, and I love that we appreciate music so much.
Oh, yeah, we like music. That's a good thing. Mm-hmm. And if I feel better, we're going to go to this party tomorrow. Hopefully if I feel it better and not no worse, we're going. We'll go tomorrow night because I could do a couple of dances. If I don't feel no worse, I think I'll make that party.
All right, that'd be great.
Because I want to, we look good. We always look good and play the role, so,
All right.
We'll be on hit. But the thing about it is that everybody has to learn to appreciate
and
people.
Thank you for that song, Treasure, that you put up on the Facebook.
I'm glad you appreciate it. Yeah, I put it up all the time. We got 20-something seconds. So anyway, I'm going to leave these glasses on so I'll be here to see how to cut this off. But you see how we look? This is her favorite color, fuchsia.
Yeah,
we're gonna get a red suit like this because that'd be my favorite color.
And thank you for calling me the queen now.
She's a queen and I got her favorite color on. And I love it. It's my second favorite color now. I done got to wearing this so much and liking the way it looks.
Well, red is my favorite color now.
It's my second favorite. And look how pretty this looks. This looks so pretty. And we had rainbow on last time we did a show, you understand? So we just try
Which
to,
was my little granddaughter
It's her granddaughter's
Bailey's favorite color.
so we do it like we do it because we can. And because that's the way it goes. So anyway, time is up.
All right.